What's up guys, CryptoHoy here. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down, explaining how the IMPT tokenomics works. I know there's a lot of new investors and they might be kind of wondering what is vesting, 6 months lock, 12 months lock, monthly vesting, 2 years, 3 years. What does all this mean? What does unlock TGE mean? So no worries, I'm going to explain all that, how all that works here in this video. And before we jump right in, help support this channel by giving it a like, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. But first, here are some quick announcements from the IMPT token team on Twitter. They have already reached a milestone, they have accomplished a milestone, they have raised $5.5 million on the pre-sales. So that's really great, that's really awesome for them. Just keep in mind that this pre-sale might take a long time to finalize. Based on the roadmap, it might even take as long as February or March to finalize. The second announcement they made is that all IMPT carbon offsetting initiatives are carefully selected and verified. Users will also be able to check and compare CO2 compensation quality of a project before selecting it. You guys can check out this video right here where I have done a review on this IMPT token project, and I've also explained how the carbon credit works between manufacturers, business, companies, and how the government is involved in all of this. But now let's take a look here at the IMPT tokenomics. So we have here the pie chart that kind of gives us a visual of how all of this is distributed, which is awesome, which is great. And here we have like the spreadsheet of pretty much everything that's going on here in the pie chart. IMPT token is in the Ethereum network and there's a total supply of 3 billion tokens. And here we see that for the ecosystem team and marketing, they have a vesting period. They have a locked period where they won't have access or they won't receive distribution of their tokens for them to trade or to sell. And basically vesting, that's what it means. It means a period of time where either investors, devs, and their team or all of them won't have access to those funds or to those tokens for them to trade for that period of time. After that period of time is completed, then they're going to have access or receive distribution of those tokens. That way they can decide if they want to sell it, trade, or hold. In this example, we have ecosystem holding 450 million tokens, which is 15% of the total supply of 3 billion tokens. And their vesting rules are the following. The first 6 months are locked, meaning they won't have access or receive any distribution. After the 6 months locked is complete, then it becomes unlocked, but they're not going to have access or receive the full distribution of their tokens just yet. Instead, they're going to have a monthly vesting, aka distribution, for the next 3 years. Now here, it doesn't specify the amount they're going to be receiving every month or having access to on the amount of tokens, but we can figure this out by doing a little bit of math by dividing the amount of tokens, which in this case is 450 million, divided by the period of time. In this case, it's a total of 3 years. And here it says monthly vesting, aka monthly distribution, and there are 36 months in 3 years, so we just have to divide 450 million divided by 36 months. And we get 12.5 million tokens distributed per month for the next 3 years. And now we can simply copy the same formula and apply that to the other two, which is team and marketing. And here are the results. The team will get 6.25 million tokens per month for the next 2 years, and marketing will get 25 million tokens per month for 1 year after being locked for 1 month. And one of the good things is that the early adopters and the retail investors who buy it in the pre-sale 1, 2, and 3, we see here that it's unlocked and it's TGE. This means that once you're able to claim your tokens, you can do whatever you want. You're not restricted or there's not any restrictions on your tokens. So if you want to trade, once it hits the exchanges, you can go ahead and trade or hold if you want. And TGE stands for Token Generation Event. It's just a workaround, I call it workaround for an ICO. An ICO is initial coin offering, which is very similar or was inspired by an IPO in the stock market. An IPO is an initial public offering. One of the difference between an ICO and an IPO is that an ICO is crowdfunding for a business or a project that is not established. They haven't produced anything yet. They're barely starting up, while an IPO is already an established business with profit margins and producing profits and services that are also searching for crowdfunding but from other big investors. and in exchange they give him a piece of the company, aka shares or stocks. And because there are some similarities between these two types of funding strategies, in some parts of the world, these ICOs may have some legal issues because they may be required to provide some sort of paperwork, just like the IPO have to. They have to get a bank involved, they have to get terms and conditions, paperwork, contracts, even attorneys have to meet a certain criteria, prerequisites before they can go public in the stock exchange, while in the cryptocurrency world, you don't need none of this for an ICO. But in some regions, they kind of want to make it more difficult. So to avoid all this legal trouble, they found a workaround. Instead of labeling this an ICO, they just changed the label to a TGE for a token generation event. Sorry guys if I kind of extended that a little bit too much, but I thought it was necessary to explain all the difference between the TGE, ICO, and IPO, because this is something that we see a lot going on, especially now with all these crypto projects and pre-sales. But anyways, going back here to the IMPT tokenomics, to be honest, I do like this strategy where the ecosystem team and marketing, they do have a locked period. So we know that at least on their parts, okay, they're not going to like dump the tokens or do anything like that. And us as the retail investors, even the early adopters, okay, which are, you know, most likely big whales, at least we have the freedom to do whatever we want with the token, and the team, the marketing ecosystem, they want to have access to those funds or to those tokens and run the risk of dumping them. Here are two things that we need to keep in mind. The first one is that we only know this on paper. Okay, so based here on paper, it looks nice and it sounds good, but we don't have an audit. I tried searching for an audit all over here. I haven't found an audit anywhere. They have this CoinSniper, which I also have to mention, okay? It says here that the team is verified by CoinSniper, and the team is fully verified by CoinSniper to ensure anti-rug and complete project security. So I find this to be a little misleading from the team, because if you were to go to CoinSniper, it says here, yes, the project is KYC certificate or certified, so know your client or the customer, which is great, but it does not always guarantee a safe investment. Pre-sales are very high-risk investments. You are responsible for your own investment. Please always do your own research and be careful with your money. And this is something I always say on my videos, which is, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose on any type of crypto project or investment in general. But yeah, when we see this here, we just have to like take this, you know, with a little grain of salt, because just because they're verified in CoinSniper, it says here insured anti-rug, that is not going to happen. There's always a chance that anything can happen, either a rug pull or a pump and dump, or, you know, anything. So we just always have to be careful about that. But when I was here searching for the audit, going back to the audit, I didn't find any. If you guys were able to find the audits here for this project, feel free to comment down below. But when I was searching anywhere here, and even in the white paper, I just couldn't find it here anywhere. So just keep that in mind. And this is the team here, by the way. Okay, so they're already, not only are they docs, but they are also in the CoinSniper KYC. So that's a great thing. That's awesome. But we always have to take everything with a little grain of salt, because we have seen so many projects already that, yes, there were docs, they had an audit, they had the CoinSniper, they had all these certificates, verification and everything, even AMAs and everything. But even so, like that, like, you know, some prices just dropped, and there was a lot of, you know, different scandals and different things. So any type of project, guys, always do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose. I repeat that a lot, but it's true. And the same way how you can make 2,000%, there's also a risk of losing 100%. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about this project, check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video to be helpful and informative, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. See you on the next one. Peace.